How y'all doing out there today? I hope everybody's having a blessed day. In this video, I just wanted to go over. So I've already shared my testimony on here, right? But my life is it's an ongoing testimony. So this video, I want to talk about what Jesus has done for me in the past 3 months of my life. So it was almost 3 months ago to this day I was released from jail. So, and on that day, that was the day I won my trial. Or I didn't win it. God won it. The truth won it. So we'll start there. May 13th. God got me out of jail. God won my trial of a crime that I was accused of doing that I never committed. I went to jail because of how I worship, where I worship, and who I worship with. I was attacked, and somebody bore false witness against me, got me thrown into jail for 7 months. So he got me out of jail. He rescued me from, I'm just gonna call it hell, literal hell on earth. He rescued me from, I lived in the same place I was born and raised for 44 years. I never thought I was gonna get out of there. I always wanted to get out of there, but it never seemed like it would work. I was always full of fear and doubt, and I'd always overthink things. And I knew this place wasn't good for me, but it's like I couldn't escape. I would get in, or the enemy would get in my head and always bring something up or convince me that I was born there and that I would die there. So this shouldn't be possible. I'm in a different place. I did escape. I've been in this new place for about a month and a half now. I came here on limited funds. I actually had $0 when I started this thing, but thanks to 2 or 3 people, fellow Christians, I reached out for help. They helped me. They gave me just enough money to leave and just start driving east. I had no plans other than heading east. I had no plans. I had no set destination. I had no connections. I had no job lined up. I had limited funds. I had limited possessions, but God was calling me out of this place, and He's been calling me out of this place for 3.5 years. And I didn't listen to Him. I didn't listen. It took me a while. I'd say he called me out of that place hard 2 different times, and I didn't listen to him the first 2 times, and both those times I ended up going to jail. So this third time I was like, I'm getting out of here one way or the other. I'm getting out of here. So yeah, after 44 years of living in the same place, I'm in a different place now. A beautiful place, a place that I didn't even know existed. Uh, God knows me better than I know myself. I'm so at peace here. I thought I knew what peace was. I did. I've known Christ for 3.5 years. I thought I knew what peace was. I didn't. Compared to this, I had no idea what peace was. And I'm sure there's peace beyond this too. But this is all peace that surpasses understanding. So I'm like a nature boy at heart, right? The place that I lived all my life, it wasn't, there was always something missing. It was never meant, I was never meant to stay there and live there. I couldn't be who God created me to be in that place. So he got me out of that place. I'm in a new place now. And, I'm being healed. He's healing me on a daily basis. It's going to take time. It's just a process. It's just like being born again and going through the process of sanctification. Things don't happen immediately, there's a process to it. Things take time. But God's got me. He's working on me. He's not going to stop working on me until I'm good. The first day I got here, so I got as far as I could go. I thought I was out of money to where there was no chance that I could go back the way that I came. I was scared to check my bank account. I thought I was out of money for sure. You see, most of the money I spent on gas, and then I had to buy like $100 worth of camping gear. And I thought I had gotten as far as I could go. And so I drove about, I don't know, 750 miles away from where I was at. And I got to the point where it's like, I let God lead me here. But then I got here and then I started doubting everything. I was out of money and I was just like, oh Lord, what have you led me to? So I started doubting. I started breaking down. I pulled over to this small town. I sat there and I cried and I, talked with God for a while. And anyway, I went as far as I could to the point where I thought I had made a huge mistake. And right at that moment, that's when miracles started happening. I found I found a church. This all happened like right after I was breaking down. So right after, let's put it this way, it's like jumping off a cliff or a bridge, and right before you're about to hit the ground, God swoops in and catches you. That's what it was like. I found a church. So I arrived in this place on a Tuesday. So I'd driven 750 miles, and I pretty much drove, I don't know how many hours that is, 12 to 14 hours of driving. I only pulled over a couple times to take a short nap at night, so I didn't, hit any deer or anything, because I was seeing a lot of dead deer on the side of the road, and I was like, that's the last thing I need is when I'm trying to get away and start a new life for, to hit a deer, and that would have stopped everything. So I was trying to be wise about how I traveled, so I only pulled over a couple times to rest within, a 20-hour period. So I traveled 750 miles within like a day though. Um, anyway, right at the point where I was breaking down and I was crying, I was driving and crying. This is after, so 750 miles of driving. You know how many churches that I passed by in that time and that distance? More than I can count. So, and right at the point where I was breaking down, I drove by a church, and all these churches too. So the common theme with all these churches on a weekday is all their parking lots were empty. There was nobody at these churches. There was nobody there. Well, right at the point of breaking down, I drive by a church and I see cars in the parking lot. So I drive by it, but then the Holy Spirit's like, no, turn around, go talk to these people. And so I show up to this church, and there's these people, and they're moving like this really heavy 300-400 pound desk, and they're waiting for somebody else that they know to show up to help them. So they thought I was this person. They thought I was this person, and they're like, first they thought I was somebody else. I had to tell them that they didn't know me, and then they asked me, well, what are you doing here? And I'm like, I asked them if they needed help, and they're like, yeah. And then they're like, who are you? What are you doing here? And I'm like, well, I kind of need help too. So I ended up finding a church, finding a community. I ended up meeting like my new best friend at the time. I ended up finding a job within a week. like I'm establishing myself in this new foreign land that I didn't even know existed most of my life, and it's more than I could have imagined how well I fit in here and how well I've just made these connections that never existed within a heartbeat. I mean, this all happened within hours and then days, and then here I am. Um, so he's telling me not to get comfortable here, though, again. So I'm here for the moment, and I'm gonna do what I can while I'm here for the community, save a little money, but I am his one of his wind messengers. So at the drop of the hat, now that I know, and I got here all faith, all God, nothing else, nothing worldly. How this all went down, if I would have talked to somebody about, told somebody about, what I was planning to do, or the world would have advised against this. People would have said this is a horrible idea. But it's worked out amazingly. It's a miracle. It's a big one too. It's a bunch of big ones put together, and I can't even get into everything that he's revealed to me and shown me since I've been here, because it's a lot. This video is already at 11 minutes 30 seconds. There's no way I could explain everything. Trying to keep these shorter, but it's just amazing. This is all God. This is all faith. And so I took this huge leap of faith, and how he has paid me back for it, it blows my mind. It blows my mind. I can't comprehend it. But anyway, this is just, how much faith it took to do all this? A lot. But after seeing what having faith does, how it pays off, well, this has grown my faith even more. So now I have even more faith. Now I trust him even more. So he's going to ask me to move again for him when the time is right. And now I'm going to listen. I'm not going to ignore it anymore. I'm not going to doubt it anymore. I've seen how far he can get me. I can go anywhere and do anything anytime I want to. I don't need to plan things out. I'm not advising this for everybody and all the time. Like, it's good to have. So I do have plans. I have backup plans. But my main go-to in all this that is not going to fail me, because plans will fail you. Worldly things will fail you. God is never going to fail me. So I can literally go anywhere and do anything anytime I want, because I've got God. So I'm going to stay here until he tells me to move again. So, and I don't know how long that's going to be. I'm just going to listen to him. I'm going to pay attention. I'm just going to listen to him. I'm going to pay attention. I'm going to be observant. But yeah, I just wanted to put that out there. And I know there's so much more that he's done for me in the last 3 months that I'm not explaining. But man, he gets all the credit. He gets all the glory. Have more faith, have less doubt. I guess that's what I'm trying to say here. The sky is the limit to what you can do or where you can go with God. And to all those people out there that have been hurt, that have been, physically, psychologically, mentally, spiritually abused in their life, I just want to let you know from personal experiences, you can't properly heal in the place that you're hurt. So if you've been hurt in a place, if you are not accepted, if you are rejected, you need to get out of there. And sooner than later, I would recommend. But you can do it. If you have doubts about it, another thing is, before my entire life, I've always been full of doubt. I've been a coward. I couldn't have done any of this on my own strength or courage. I couldn't. So this is all God. God gets all the credit. God gets all the glory. He's so amazing. So I just wanted to make this video. You know, I can preach. I can preach anytime, anywhere. I can. But regardless, you know, if I'm preaching the gospel or the word of God, I always have my testimony. I can always, you know, do kingdom work just by lifting up his name, promoting him, letting people know what he's done in my life, because this isn't over. My life is an ongoing testimony, so I'm constantly going to be sharing, if nothing else. If I'm not teaching or preaching lessons, I'm just going to be giving all the glory and all the credit to God, and I'm going to be sharing what he's done for me, what he's doing for me, and what he's going to do for me. 'Cause this isn't over. It's not over till I go home. So, yeah, I'm a sojourner. I'm a traveler. I have, like the Son of Man, I have no permanent place to rest my head. I've given everything to him, so I'm living for him now. I'm not doing this for myself. I'm living for him, and in doing that, it's going to benefit me because he knows what's best for us. So when we listen to him, when we trust in him, when we follow him, when we believe in him, and we're doers of the word and not just hearers, when we take what he's telling us to do and we apply it to our lives, miraculous things happen. Miracles, real miracles, big ones too. Big ones, small ones, you know, all in sizes in between. Miracles are miracles. Anyway, God's just so amazing. I'm just so in love. I'm after his heart. He has my heart. And it's the best relationship. It's just so beautiful. But anyway, I'm going to leave that there. I hope you're all having a blessed day. Keep fighting, don't give up. Keep seeking him, keep searching him out. It's one thing, you know, just coming to him and being born again. That's just the beginning. It's just the beginning. After you get saved, well, then it's all about walking with him and listening to him and actually doing what he tells you to do, not just reading about it, not just hearing it. No. He says, if you love me, you will keep my commandments. That's all of them. So try it. If you haven't tried it, try it. See where it gets you. Anyway, I love you all. I hope you're all having a blessed day. I will see you on the next one. God bless you, each and every one of you.